Hey everyone, and welcome to Quantum Astronomy. In the last video we talked about how a radio telescope works. In this video we are going to show you how we make that bigas telescope. So how we capture this iconic image? Coming up. So we already knew after doing the math that in order to capture the image of the black hole, we need a telescope as big as the Earth, which is practically impossible. But there is something which we can do which is as good as a full Earth-sized dish. Instead of having a giant dish, why not break it into pieces and spread it everywhere around the globe? All these telescopes watch the black hole at the same time. Now we cannot reflect the radio wave in a central receiver, so every single telescope records its data on a local server.
Okay, so we have all the data, but there is a problem. Though we have data from all the telescopes, none of them has enough angular resolution to capture the whole black hole. So how does this data turn into that beautiful image that we saw?
Honestly, I also didn't understand this thing properly, so I had to study for a time.
Over 1 month later.
And after studying for this much time, now I finally have a little understanding about how we managed to convert this data into this image. Let's start with two. Imagine there are two telescopes. Now both of them are receiving the same wavelength at the same time, which means they are in phase. This means the black hole is equidistant from them as the waves reaches them at the same time. But with two telescopes, it gave us a line in the sky. The target could be anywhere in that line. It's even worse. It is also possible that they are not equidistant. If one telescope is exactly one wavelength closer to the black hole, they still receive the signal in phase. This is also true for 2 or 3 or any integer number of wavelength. So from these two telescopes, the data we gather gives us black and white stripes similar to famous double slit experiment. Quick break. If you don't know what the double slit experiment is, then comment below. I will make a video about it if I get 5 or more comments about double slit experiment. And the time you take to do the comment, also make sure you press the subscribe button and ring the bell icon. Back to the video. So two telescopes gives a fringe in a way. Two other telescope in another orientation give a different fringe. And this lovely lady wrote an algorithm which takes all these patterns and combine them to create this image of the black hole that we saw in the newspaper. Well, finally we have our iconic image of the black hole. But what are we looking at? I don't know. I'm not a physicist, but I have a deep thirst of knowing what's there, and so I'm studying about it. If you want to know what I found out from my studying about black holes, then also comment below and I will also try to make a video out of it. And one more thing, press the like button. It will not cost you anything, but it will help us to grow.
あらあら、さようなら。